Gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. My name is Keaton Tucker. I am the host. It's good to be with you today. This is Wisdom Thursday. Normally, these come out on Wednesday. I do a Wisdom Wednesday section of the podcast where the big idea is if you get wisdom, you get everything else. If you don't get wisdom, well, you're a fool and you get nothing else. But I normally do them on Thursdays or on Wednesdays, excuse me. But today is a Thursday and I'm recording Wisdom Wednesday on a Thursday because I had to go to the doctor because apparently I don't know how to talk. I've had some pain in my vocal cords and I didn't know what was going on. I've been talking more than I should my entire life, but it was only recently that I started having this pain. Massachusetts healthcare, state-run healthcare, took me a long time to get into the doctor, but I finally had an appointment yesterday. And of course, I went down the Google, WebMD rabbit hole and was like, well, babe, here's the thing. I'm talking to my wife. Now I've switched over. I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, babe, either I have strained my vocal cords doing something or I have cancer. It's one of those two. Everything in between is possible, but it's probably one of those two. So I finally get to go to the doctor. They take this camera. It's on this string that's about as thick as an iPhone charger with a camera on the end, and they put it up through my nose. And oh, it was uncomfortable. A lot of pressure down my throat. The body is amazing, by the way. That's awesome. They take the camera and put it up through my nose, down, and start taking pictures. And I have to go, over and over and over again. And the doctor, he would put it down nice and gently. He just goes, starts pulling it out of my nose. And I'm like, golly, that hurt. I know why my throat hurts and my nose hurts. I'm going to start bleeding. And he goes, okay, we look at the pictures and the inside of the throat's pretty gnarly looking just for everybody. It's not pretty. But apparently, I don't know how to talk. I've been talking with my minor vocal cords for months without the primary vocal cords firing. So they want me to go to a speech pathologist to learn how to talk. And I was like, well, all right, I guess I'm going to have to learn how to talk. So that's why that's a long story to say. I don't know how to talk. Wisdom Wednesday is coming out on Thursday, and we're just going to make the most of it. But I thought, since we normally do Wednesday, I'll just do the proverb that we were supposed to do yesterday from Proverbs chapter 30. And that will just be what we do today. All right. And it's a good one. It's a good one. Proverbs chapter 30. Here's what it says. Oh, and if you're wondering, you're tuning in, you're like, why are you using the Bible? Well, because one, the Bible's awesome. Two, Christianity is the way, the truth. Well, Jesus is the way, the truth, and life. And he started the church, and the church became, the people in the church are known as Christians, and Christianity is the religion, and Christianity is awesome, and everything in Western civilization can say thank you to Christianity. That we are unapologetically Christian on this channel. I don't care what your denomination is. I don't care what your background is. We are unapologetically Christian. And even if you're not Christian, there is plenty to learn from this wonderful book that's right here that you can't see. The Bible. It's fantastic. Okay. So we're in Proverbs chapter 30, and it says, where is it? Let me just pull the Bible over. Oh, here we go. Chapter 30, verse 2. I'm too stupid to be a man. I have not the understanding of a man. I have not learned wisdom, nor have I knowledge of the Holy One. I'm too stupid to be a man. Now, I don't know about you, but frequently I feel too stupid to be a man. I feel too stupid to be taken seriously. I feel too stupid to do this podcast. I feel too stupid to talk about anything. And for me, it's kind of compulsive. I am a compulsive reader. I love learning new things because I don't want to be perceived as stupid. And all of my heroes, well, heroes is a strong word. Maybe they're not heroes, but a lot of the people I look up to and a lot of the people I admire, almost all of them are intellectuals. Really look up to a guy named Dallas Willard. He's a Christian philosopher. Jordan Peterson, love him. Ben Shapiro, love him. Neil Ferguson, he's a historian. Love his books. Paul Johnson, he was a historian. Brilliant guy. Love him. I like really smart people. I admire smart people. I want to be seen as a really smart person. I try really hard to be as smart as those guys, and I'm nowhere close. Theodore Roosevelt. I Googled it. He's it because he is an actual hero of mine. He had strong character and a strong mind, and he managed to merge those two because a lot of times intellectuals are like, They're kind of boring, kind of boring, but he was like a man's man and smart. I Googled it, and I don't know how they know this, but they think that Theodore Roosevelt had an IQ of around 145, and I'm more like 1.45. So I'm not even close to some of these intellectuals, but I want to be like them. I want to be like them. And so there's this part of me that's like, I'm too stupid. I need to continually learn, read, regurgitate. I want to be like them, but I'm too stupid to be a man. And then you have other people maybe you look up to. Maybe you're just like, I don't even compare to them, or you just are constantly critiquing yourself because you're like, I don't know how to do anything. I'm just too stupid to be a man. Well, a guy in the Bible said that. That is a feeling common to man. I'm too stupid to be a man. I don't have enough wisdom. I just don't have it. I don't have it. It's like, okay. Yeah. Okay. This is a feeling common to all men. So if it's common to all men, well, then we can kind of let ourselves off the hook. We should still pursue knowledge. We should still better ourselves. Absolutely. But what's the next verse say? The next verse actually points to the one who has all the treasures of wisdom. And this is where I wanted to go. It is a common feeling to say, I'm too stupid to be a man. I couldn't possibly be a man of virtue and morals and character. I couldn't possibly be a man of valor, a man of war, a man of good presence, a man prudent in speech. I couldn't be a man of fortitude. I couldn't be a man of prayer. I'm too stupid. He says this, who has ascended into heaven and come down, who has gathered the wind in his fist, who has wrapped up the waters in the garment. So this is pre-Jesus, and Paul is going to later quote this, who has ascended into heaven, who has come down. Paul's going to later quote that in the book of Ephesians. And then he says this, what is his name? What is his son's name? Surely you know. And then in Colossians, Paul is going to say that Jesus carries all the treasures of wisdom in the world. So what am I trying to bring together here? I'm too stupid to be a man. But there is one who contains all the gifts and treasures of wisdom, and that he wants to freely give them to you. Wisdom, I've said it before, is a gift of the Holy Spirit, according to Isaiah 11. Paul in Ephesians 1 prays that we would all have a spirit of wisdom that opens the eyes of our hearts. I don't know how it works, but every single man that I know who is wise, whether he is young or old, would say, you ask them, how'd you get so wise? They never point to their books, though they have a lot of them. They never point to how often they read the script. They say, God gave it to me. Every single time. And I'm like, yeah, that seems really cliche. But it is. That's how it works. I don't understand how it works. But I know that the human mind seems to be finite, and that somehow God gives wisdom to those who ask for it, to those who fear him, and then those who ask for it. That's why Paul prays, like, let me have a spirit of wisdom. So if you're out there and you're like, I'm too stupid to be a man, I'll never be, fill in the blank with your person. I'll never read that many books. A.W. Tozer was a profoundly wise man, very smart, high intellect. I think he was around in the 40s and 50s and 60s, I believe. A.W. Tozer. And he used to read everything, but he would pray before, Lord, let me receive wisdom from this book that is of you. Every time. So even if you're reading, you got to pray to the Lord, like, give me wisdom, because you can read a lot of books. You can take a lot of courses and still be a moron. And just ask any of the gender study majors. You know what I mean? You got a PhD in nonsense. You're an idiot. You're a highly educated idiot. And sorry, that was funny. I'm too stupid to be a man, but there is one who contains all the treasures of wisdom. And if you ask him, he will freely share. And I promise you that you will receive the wisdom that you're looking for. So if you're feeling, I'm too stupid to be a man, that's okay. That's okay. There is one who has it. You just have to ask. Fear him, ask him, and he will freely give. Thank you for listening to this edition of Wisdom Wednesday on a Thursday. Hope you have a great day. My name is Keaton Tucker, and this is the Institute of Men podcast.